Hi, this is Jeff from the Ozark Mountains. That's in Missouri, in the USA. Well, we're sitting over at the retro kitchen table turned retro computer table, so that can only mean one thing. That's right, it's time for another Ferengi Friday. It's where we take a look at the recent acquisitions that have made their way into the shop. And this episode features this VIC-20, which I traded for a VW Bug. Seriously, there's a little more to it than that, but we'll get into it toward the end of the video. We'll start out with a few other things first. Nothing like a little clickbait. Anyhow, let's get started. Thanks to PCBs for sponsoring this video. They do circuit boards of all sizes, small circuit boards, medium circuit boards. They can even assemble them for you. Are you a maker who likes sharing your ideas with other makers? If so, you can submit your articles to the monthly submission for PCBs and earn coupons and notary titles. Check out the link in the description below. Well, we've got a bit of a yellow package here. DHL dropped off a couple days ago, I guess. Just getting around to opening it. This is not specific retro computer related, but I will use it when working on retro computers. From EEVBLOG. No, bull stuff, packaging. See, it's not fancy or whatever. Just a box because, you know, what are you going to do with the box, right? You're going to pitch it or you're going to recycle it. So, oh, sweet. Comes with batteries. I was just thinking about that. And they are Energizer, which are decent batteries. They're not Duraleaks. What else is in the box? Some probes. The probes go with the meter. This is a Brymen BM786. It's not the fancy 121 GW. But I needed a little better meter than what I had. The meter I have now is 25 years-ish old. And it still works fine, hasn't been calibrated in 24-ish years. And it has a very slow continuity beep, whereas this one is much quicker, which is nice when you're toning things out. So I figured I would go with the simpler meter, and he had a good sale going, so it was less expensive to order it from Oz than from Amazon in the USA. And it's a spriffy, easy for me to say. It's a spriffy bright blue. That is a nut. That feels really nice. It's not creaky. How do you get to the batteries? Well, there's a battery notice there, and there's a cover there. So I'm guessing the batteries go right there. I will get a screwdriver and we'll put batteries in this bad boy. Okay, let's open the patient up. Got one screw loose. Got another screw loose. And my furnace is kicking on. Okay, we'll just roll with it. I'm sure you guys have heard furnaces before. And oh yeah, that is the battery holder. That's nice. It's very nice that batteries were included. It's a nice touch. So the bag doesn't want to let go of me. And one battery, two batteries, three batteries, like so. I like how that works. Then you just pop the whole cartridge in there. And I wonder what that set of contacts right there is for. Maybe external power for testing purposes? What does it say in there? It's just component designations. I don't know. If you know what that connector's for, Let me know in the comments down below. Yep. Today I am home because we've had our first real snow of the winter. We might have 4 inches or so, 100 millimeters outside. But being central Missouri, everything has come to a screeching halt. If you live in a more northern climate or you're used to lots of snow, this wouldn't even slow you down. Okay, here we go. We're going to peel it off. Oh yeah. I don't know if you could see the static generated caused some of the segments to light up. Very neat. And we got some probes here. Oh, that's a nice supple rubber. I like that. And these have the nanner adapter, so you can just plug these right into something that accepts a male nanner plug. Do that one there. Okay, they did not color coordinate the handle with the rubber. My life will never be the same. Alright, and ohms. Well, let's see if we turn this on continuity. Wow, that is a nice, easy to read display. Oh, let's select this time. Yeah. Auto ranging. See how quickly it auto ranges to 0. That's pretty quick. It's much quicker than my old meter. We're on continuity beep. Watch this. See, it lights up too. My old meter takes like a second or second and a half, and it's very annoying. So if you're trying to buzz out something really quick. All right, that's pretty nifty. And comes with a temperature probe here, a thermocouple. Why is there a thermocouple when there's only one? Don't worry, I'll be here all week. Or at least the next few days, because the world is shut down in central Missouri. And if I can... This is like a Christmas present that somebody wrapped. And we want the plusative up there. Put that on temperature, like so. As you can see in my basement here. It's probably about 20 C. And how do we get that to the more sensible Fahrenheit scale? None of this metric rubbish. There we go. Yep. Close to 70. All right. So, yep, I'm very happy about that. This is a nice meter. It had the features that I needed without ones that I didn't need right now. So that'll be a great addition to the bench, and the display is nice and big and easy to read, so it'll show up a lot better on camera. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Got a box in the mail today. I believe this is a bunch of C128 chips. On Facebook had these. C128s were not his thing, so they were surplus to him, and he offered them up for one money shipped. And he took the time to list what they all were. So, always being on the lookout for reasonably priced spare parts, I jumped at the chance. So get some 8563s here. Some 8584s. These are various ROMs. More ROMs. More ROMs. '8602s. Excuse me, 8502s. 8602. What was I thinking? And some 8722s. And 8721s. So now I'll have to have a C128 chip testing party. Get out the diagnostic harness and a C128 and plug these guys in and test them out to see if they're all okay or not. It was a treat being able to get a big pile of replacement parts like that. Here's our other package, and judging by the wrapping paper that says thrift books, you might have guessed that it's a book. You would be right. So what does this book have to do with vintage computers? Well, let's have a look. I was put onto this book by Sven Peterson. We found a copy of this vintage version and saw there was a newer version too. I found this version on thrift books for a good price, and it was come out in 1988, so it should cover all the various technologies that were used to manufacture the stuff I generally work on, featuring surface mount technology. Oh, somebody's put a bunch of tabs in there. I bet they used this at school. See where the tabs go. Oh, there's underlining. That's okay. Layouts and standards. Oops, I missed that page. There's a Post-it note there too. Being tricky. Ah, where's the Post-it note? It's in there somewhere. Right there. On laminate problems. Everything you ever wanted to know about circuit board production technology. Different sockets. Purpose of coatings. Some psychology ink blot things. Oh no, this is migration of corrosion across the surface of FR4. Dendrite growth on circuit boards. All sorts of exciting stuff. So I thought this might be an interesting addition to the library. Some interesting reading, and wonder how something was made at some time. Have a good reference to look it up. The newer version of this was like 160 bucks. And I opted for this $20 used version, which I thought would be fine for my needs. But it shows you the difference between through hole and surface mount. Interesting. So thanks for the tip, Sven. It's a neat book. Okay, here's what we all been waiting for. The VIC-20 and 1541 drives I traded my VW Bug for. Okay, so maybe it wasn't an even swap, but I did take these as partial trade. Really nice fella. He was on one of the Commodore groups I was on, and when I listed the Bug for sale on Facebook, he happened to be the first guy that got with me. And he came down in a few days with the trailer and a couple boys to help him, and picked it up today. So I'll get this stuff set out of this box here and we'll have a closer look at each piece. Oh, and I forgot to mention, here's my helper a little bit. Oh, you can't see her face, can you? There we go. She's supervising. Well, we've got 3 slightly dirty 1541s loose. These are marked A, B, and D, so I'm guessing C is the one that's in the box. We'll look at it next. And I can never remember which drive mechanism is which off the top of my head, but he said one of them was twisty and the other 3 were like this. So these are a little bit dirty, but they're all in good shape. None of the plastic is cracked, so I think they'll clean up fine. And I actually have a lot of other 1541s. Sometime we might have a 1541 repairathon or repairapalooza or something like that, and get a bunch of these fixed up and then find new homes for it. So if you need a 1541, let me know. Oh, it just occurred to me, since these are marked A, B, C, and D, somebody has already set the drive jumpers that are on the inside. So I'll have to keep that in mind when I go to test them. Okay, we've got our boxed up drive here. Let's have a look inside this one. There we go. Chicken Lips logo. Oh, this guy's got a suntan. No, this one's not a flippy one. It is the same style. Yeah, but it's been in the sun. Holy schmoly. Yep. Well, it's clean now, although it's got a sunburn, and it's got a drive card in it. So if nothing else, we can use that for parts, because I've got lots of other cases. And what's written on there? Serial number. Okay. Well, there we go. Let's have a look at that VIC-20 now. Okay, we have a slightly dirty, but not too badly beaten up VIC-20. Still got the plastic thing on there, so I think if we pulled that off there, it'd make that label look a lot nicer. I don't think this is one of the desirable pet keyboards, though. This just looks like the standard old keyboard. It is a 2-prong AC inlet version. Standard looking plugs on a VIC-20. Made in the USA. Serial number P1367733. So all in all, that's in good shape. Real happy with that. And I found in the bottom of the box was the power supply and the RF modulator. The VIC-20s did not have the RF modulator built in like the C64. They had the composite out, and you plugged the RF modulator in, hook it up to the television. So, pretty snifty. And the power supply is just a transformer in a box. There's nothing more to it than that. So, oh, there was one more thing. Oh, a couple more things, actually. Got this kind of chewed up Ahoy magazine, but the inside of it's just fine. He threw that in because he wasn't a Commodore person, more into consoles. And Commodore 64 Programmer's Reference Guide, the nice spiral bound version from Kmart for $9.88. It's all there. A little bit dirty on the outside, but it works. And it's kind of nice to have another one of these. I have my original one from when I was a kid, and the extras that I had, I wound up giving away to different people, and I just gave my last extra away, so now I have another extra for another day. Pretty awesome. So it was kind of a coincidence that the first fellow to contact me about the bug was also on the Commodore group I was on, and had this stuff to part trade for it. So I said, well, you know, not super duper interested in more 1541s, but it's better than them just sitting. Maybe I can repair them and get them into people's hands that need them. a little bit is still quite unimpressed with Commodores. They'd rather play with their toys, take naps, chase squirrels. Well, thanks for joining us for this Ferengi Friday. This has been a lot of fun looking at this stuff and getting a few new toys to play with and some old computer junk to play with too. If you have any questions or comments, well, just leave them in that comment section down there below. I would love to hear from you. As always, thanks to everyone who helps support the Hey Birt channel through Patreon and other means. It's greatly appreciated. Well, until next time, bye.